As you might know, I've been 168 miles across the state of Tennessee, and we got 1 mile left. So we're gonna walk Main towards the county square, towards the county courthouse, and it's a great honor to have been across this district. Let them go. It's a great honor to be across this district, but it's a great honor to be here in Murfreesboro. As a lot of you all know, I was born here in Murfreesboro, right across the road at that old hospital that closed down about a decade ago. And I grew up here in Murfreesboro, and I learned about what it meant to be an American here in this community. And I also learned how to drive here as well. This election is the most important election in our lifetime. That's why you're here. That's why you're gathering. You know in your bones that something is different. And I want to give you some good news. We're winning this election. We're winning this election. We're winning this election right now, but we still got more work to do. You know, even my biggest enemies are saying something. I work hard. I outwork them. I'll out-hustle them, and this entire campaign does. That's why we walked 169 miles across Tennessee. My opponent won't pick up the phone, but nothing will stand in the way of me fighting for you and your families. Across this state, I've heard people ask me a simple question. How can we help? How can we help you win this election? And I'm asking you tonight just for 3 simple things that you can do in the final moments of this campaign, the twilight of this campaign. Number 1, it's not too late to give. We have over 6,000 donors, 6,500 donors from every state in this country. And know this, we're not having a savings account. It's a dollar in, a dollar out. It helps make sure that we get our message out. So I have 6,500 donors to this cause, one from every state in this country. Anchorage, Alaska has invested right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Juneau, Alaska has invested right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And every county in the state has invested here in Tennessee. So Sunday, it's the Lord's Day. So I'm asking, will someone raise their hand and pledge to give to this campaign in the final hours to help us get over the top of these times and Scott DesJarlais? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a man of life. Second thing I need is we need to let my neighbors and our neighbors know who we are. I might be a Democratic nominee, but I'll be a United States Congressman. I'll fight just as hard for the people that don't vote for me as those who do. I'm not a congressman of a base or a party. My allegiance is not to Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi or anyone else. It's to you and your families. On Tuesday night, when I win that election, I'm not winning it for a party. I'm winning it for our community. But our community has to know who's running. Do you know this? I am the only challenger in the country who can say that I have a higher name identification than my opponent. My opponent, according to a poll that we commissioned, has 1 in 3 Tennesseans do not know who he is. After a decade in office, 1 in 3 people in our community do not know who Scott DesJarlais is. Here's the fact that they know who I am. They know what we stand for. They know what this campaign's about. But there's folks right here in the final days who are making the decisions. I need you to put these signs out. These LES signs that have dotted across the state of Tennessee. We have 5,000 folks. These are no good in my truck and in our pockets. So we put these signs in the downtown, people who we are, and they find out who my opponent is. If we make this about Democrat versus Republican, I'm going to get my tail kicked. All right? We know where we live. But if we make this about Chris Hale versus Scott DesJarlais, we're looking at the next one. Can you get these signs out? Can you get these signs out in these communities? Will you take my signs to my truck and drop them off this community? And here's the final ask. This is the hardest ask. I need you to be missionary for my cause. I need you in particular to tell two types of people to vote. There are people in this community who would not show up if you did not talk to them, ask them to vote. I cannot talk to every Rutherford County. It's impossible. My campaign's made over 800,000 contacts with Tennessee voters. They've heard from me. They know who I am. But you can get them over the top. There's people that only you can convince to go to the polls. Me, my staff, my angels cannot. We have 48 hours left to get people to the polls. We talk to people on my behalf. Will you be a missionary of my cause, of this cause, on my behalf? Will you have those difficult conversations? And in particular, will you have those difficult conversations with people who might not agree with me on every issue? I say this once more. I might be a Democratic candidate, but I would be the United States Congress. There are thousands, tens of thousands of Republicans and independents who are in this community who are voting for me. But they need to hear from you that I am going to vote for you. Here's the argument that I want you to get today. We know where we live. Does anyone know how many points Hillary Clinton lost? 41 points. The fact that we're winning the election means we're building a large coalition. So I want you to tell your Republican friends this. I know where I live. If they do not like me in 2 years, they'll have an opportunity to replace me. They are not giving me peace in the kingdom. You're giving me a 2-year lease on a seat the people of Tennessee own. But I won't let them down. Unlike my opponent, I show up and I fight for you. You might not like me, but you know me. You know where I stand. You know where I sit. You know when you call, I'll answer the phone. Congressman DesJarlais does not know you. He does not know your toys. He does not know your hopes, your suffering, and your anxieties. I know you. I know your kids. I know your dreams. I know what keeps you up at night. I know what compels you to get up in the morning. I'm asking for a chance. I won't let you down. I have walked all across this state to show that nothing will stop me from fighting for you and your families. But now I need you to fight for me. I need you to help me win this election. I need you to talk to your friends and your neighbors. I need you for 48 hours to join Hell's Angels and help me win this election. I told you in the spring and summer that you might not see me on the television, but I hope tonight, right here in our home, our beloved Tennessee, where we grow up, where we want our kids to grow up, where we have ourselves in our future, I hope you see it now. You're looking at your next congressman. We're going to win this election. So, we're going to walk across Main. I think the President of the United States might call this a peaceful protest. And so we're going to walk across Main and end up at the courthouse. If you're worried, we're going to caravan you out. You don't have to walk down. We have folks that are there ready to pick you up and bring you back. If you're willing to make a contribution, we will take care of that during the walk. We take cash, check, card. We can swipe a card with you. Please get involved these final days. There's work to be done. We're not going to let you down. So let's get walking. Hell yeah!